All right, guys, let's get real for a second. You ever feel like you're in a game of tug-of-war with a woman, but you're the only one pulling? She gives you just enough to keep you interested, then suddenly pulls back, leaving you confused, second-guessing everything. It's like trying to read tea leaves, but here's the kicker. You're not crazy. She wants you to chase her. And here's the twist. She's giving off specific signals when she wants you to do it. Most guys don't realize it, but women often cue the chase without ever saying a word. Today, I'm revealing 13 hidden signals that mean she's waiting for you to make your move. After this, you're going to be decoding her actions like a pro. Let's jump right into the first one, and believe me, this is one most guys completely miss. 1. The disappearing act. The classic going cold move. You've been texting for days, maybe even weeks, and suddenly, nothing. Radio silence. You're left staring at your phone like it's broken, wondering what went wrong. Here's what you might not realize. She's not ghosting you. In fact, she's testing you. Think about it like this. Women don't want to seem too eager, but they also want to see if you're invested enough to pursue them. If she pulls back suddenly, it's often a subtle invitation to step up. It's a way to gauge how much you're really into her. The key here is balance. If you overreact and bombard her with texts, it looks desperate. But if you play it cool and reinitiate the conversation after a little time, you're showing her that you're confident, not needy. 2. Playful teasing. This one's fun. You're having a conversation and she starts throwing in little jabs. Maybe she makes fun of the way you talk or jokes about your fashion choices. Some guys get defensive, but here's what you need to know. Teasing is flirting. It's her way of engaging you without coming on too strong. She's creating a playful dynamic, and if you can dish it back with a smile, you're showing her you're in the game. Psychologically, teasing is a way for her to lower the stakes. It's like saying, hey, I like you enough to joke around with you, but I'm not going to make it too serious yet. Responding with humor keeps things light and signals to her that you're in on the flirt. 3. Subtle touches. Picture this. You're standing together, and out of nowhere, she touches your arm or playfully bumps into you. Most guys dismiss these as friendly gestures, but let me tell you, there's nothing casual about it. Touch is one of the most powerful forms of communication when it comes to attraction. That little brush on your arm, it's her way of establishing a connection, testing the waters to see how you respond. Here's the inside scoop. When a woman is attracted to you but doesn't want to make it obvious, she'll use touch to send those subtle cues. It's her way of asking, are you going to make a move or should I? 4. The glance and look away. Ever catch her looking at you, only for her to glance away the second your eyes meet? That right there is a classic sign of attraction. It's a little game women play, and it's been happening since middle school. She looks at you, you catch her, and she quickly diverts her gaze. But here's the secret. She wants to get caught. It's like opening the door for you to notice her and make a move. This is a great opportunity to strike up a conversation or send a smile her way. She's not just checking you out, she's creating a moment for you to step in. If you see this happening, don't miss the chance. 5. I'm so busy. Here's something most guys don't get. When she says, I'm busy, but still keeps texting you or finding ways to engage, she's not too busy. What she's really doing is creating a little space for the chase. She wants you to work a little harder for her time, but she's leaving the door wide open. Think of it like this. If she truly weren't interested, she wouldn't bother keeping the conversation alive. So when she says she's busy but still responds to your texts, take it as a green light to keep pursuing. 6. She talks about other guys. Now, this one can throw you for a loop. She casually drops another guy's name into the conversation, and suddenly, your brain's in overdrive. Is she into him? Is she trying to make you jealous? Here's what most guys don't realize. She's actually testing your reaction. When she mentions another guy, it's often to see if you'll step up your game. Psychologically, it's her way of saying, hey, other guys are in the picture, but are you going to make a move? The key here is not to freak out. Stay cool, show her you're confident, and don't let the mention of another guy rattle you. 7. The compliment sandwich. Here's a sneaky one. She compliments you but follows it up with a tease or criticism. Wow, you're pretty smart for a guy who never reads. At first glance, it might seem like she's putting you down, but what she's really doing is keeping you engaged. Compliments, especially ones wrapped in playful jabs, are her way of showing interest without laying it all out there. When you catch this happening, lean into it. Return the compliment, maybe toss in your own playful critique, and keep the banter going. It shows her that you're on the same wavelength. 8. Late night texts. Let's be real. Nothing good happens after midnight, right? Wrong. If she's texting you late at night, there's a reason. Maybe it's just to chat, but there's more to it. Those late-night texts are her way of letting her guard down. At night, people are more relaxed, and the conversation often turns more personal. If she's reaching out to you at odd hours, she's comfortable with you, and probably thinking about you in a more intimate way. It's her way of seeing if you'll respond, but also her way of testing the waters for something deeper. 9. Her social media signals. All right, here's a modern one for you. Social media. If she's liking your posts, especially the older ones, leaving flirty comments or posting pictures that she knows you'll see, she's not doing it by accident. Women use social media as a low-risk way to get your attention. Think about it. If she's consistently engaging with your content, she's keeping herself on your radar. This is her version of making the first move without making it too obvious. The ball's in your court, but she's letting you know she's open to a chase. 10. The mixed signals game. All right, here's the one that trips most guys up. Mixed signals. One day, she's all in, texting you back right away, super engaged, laughing at everything you say. The next day, she's distant, barely responds, and seems uninterested. Sound confusing? It's meant to be. Mixed signals are her way of keeping you on your toes. She's not trying to push you away. She's testing your patience and interest. It's a way to see if you'll stay cool under pressure or overreact. If you can handle the hot and cold without getting flustered, you're passing the test. Mixed signals are a sure sign she's interested, but wants to see if you're the type to stick around. 11. She accidentally stumbles into you. Ever notice how she accidentally brushes up against you in a crowded room or finds a way to be close enough that physical contact is inevitable? Believe me, it's no accident. When a woman wants you to chase her, she'll create these little moments of closeness to see how you react. Whether it's a light touch on the arm or accidentally bumping into you, she's testing the waters. Physical proximity is one of the clearest ways she can signal her interest without coming on too strong. If she's doing this repeatedly, it's her way of saying, "I'm here, now, what are you going to do about it?" 12. She acts disinterested, but keeps coming back. The hot and cold routine can be confusing, but if she's acting distant and then suddenly reappearing in your life, it's not by accident. This push and pull behavior is a classic move to keep the chase alive. She's not disinterested, she's just making sure you don't get too comfortable or take her for granted. By pulling away and then re-engaging, she's testing how much effort you're willing to put in. If she weren't interested, she wouldn't come back at all. This tactic creates tension, and tension fuels attraction. So, when she disappears and then shows up again, she's saying, "Chase me a little harder." 13. The long goodbye. Ever notice how she takes forever to leave? Maybe she's standing in the doorway after a night out or dragging out a conversation at the end of a date. If she's lingering when it's time to say goodbye, it's not because she's bad at wrapping things up, it's because she doesn't want to go. This is her way of creating more opportunities for you to make another move, whether it's asking her out again or suggesting you keep the conversation going. The longer she hangs around, the more she's giving you a chance to take control and extend the interaction. Don't miss that opening. All right, guys, if these signals sound familiar, it's time to stop second-guessing and start chasing. If you're enjoying these insights, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. Got any stories or questions? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Stay sharp and keep an eye out for those signals.